Hi, my name is Dave Morrison. Have you ever watched a Pixar movie? Well, that's an easy question. Of course you have. Everybody's seen a Pixar movie. Now, have you ever wondered what goes into creating a beautiful animation? Better yet, have you ever wondered how they even do a walk cycle? There's a lot of work, believe it or not, that goes into a walk cycle. There's actually 4 key poses that you need to create a successful walk cycle. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, why should I even care about this? I mean, I'm not an animation student, or, I'm not looking to be an animator. Well, what if you're looking to be a rigger? If you study animation, you can actually build a better rig based on what the animators need. Now, if you're just an avid animation fan, you may be curious as to exactly how they get these fluid movements down in their walk cycles. Now, when I was in junior high school, I actually worked on an animation for an anti-smoking campaign. And now later on, here at Full Sail, I've actually been through the character animation 1 and 2 classes and have created a few animations using this walk cycle or a variation of this walk cycle. So today I'm going to be going over these 4 key poses. They are the contact pose, the up and down poses, and the passing pose. First, let's start with the contact pose. The contact pose is a great place to start. It's actually recommended that you start with the contact pose because it is the easiest way to progress into the full walk cycle. Richard Williams, who actually wrote the Animator Survival Kit Extended Edition, states that using the contact pose to start a normal walk is highly recommended. Now, let's move on to the up and down poses. The up and down poses are an unbalanced pose. They are a pose that is used to show the highest and the lowest point of the walk cycle. And this is according to digital tutor's Mark Masters. He wrote an article that was called The 12 Steps to a Great Walk Cycle. And these poses are actually weighted poses as well, which make them more difficult to animate because you have to show the weight as you show the unbalancing of the character. Now, moving along to the third point is the 4th actual pose, and that is the passing pose. Now, the passing pose is another important pose because it's actually the pose that shows the most weight. And according to Larry Loria from the Animation World Network, he wrote an article that was called A Walk on the Animation Side. And he talks about the passing pose and how the passing pose is the most weighted of the poses. Now, when working in the passing pose, you have to worry about more than just the feet. You have the hands as well. But that's a whole nother story. So today I've talked to you about the contact pose, the up and down poses, and the passing pose, and what it takes to create a successful walk cycle, and how you actually need these 4 key poses that I told you about in order to create a successful walk cycle. So remember when I told you about Pixar and how fluid their animations are? Well, next time you play a video game or watch an animated film, remember what I've told you today, and let that inspire you to do something great. Because it's always going to be the little things that matter. And it's going to be those little things that help build a bridge to something bigger and better. Well, I hope you learned something today, because I know I sure had fun talking to you. Thank you for your time.